Quantocking 2 is the finale of Series 8, and man, is it disappointing. This is one of the episodes that always pops up when least favourite episode of Peep Show is brought up as a topic, and it's pretty easy to see why. It has a few good moments as every episode does, but as an end to not only the series, but to Mark and Dobby's relationship that we've spent 4 series developing, it feels so deflating, and the final few minutes of the episode feel neither satisfying nor plausible, even by Peep Show standards. Wedding from Series 4 is a fair episode to compare this one to in my opinion. They're both the last episodes in this series, and are meant to be the climax of one of Mark's long-term relationships. That one ended on a brilliantly written, hilarious, and yet poignantly emotional moment that worked so well and felt like a true conclusion to the series, and maybe even the show as a whole. Quantocking 2 ends with a completely unbelievable situation, lots of shouting and screaming, wacky fighting, and to be honest, it just feels so very unlike Peep Show. I cannot imagine this scenario playing out in the early series. The approach to comedy has definitely changed somewhat. Like, I'm willing to suspend my disbelief in Peep Show because it is a comedy and the main goal here is to make you laugh, but come on, did Dobby literally sprint away at the end? How does she completely vanish in the short amount of time Mark and Jez look away from her? She managed to send that long text too somehow. I just find the whole ending here completely stupid, and not in a funny way, but rather a come on, you can do better than this kind of way. It's a big shame because some of the earlier moments in the episode are really good, like Mark joining in with Simon's football match and Jeremy going into Hans's snake pit. Both fun moments that put our characters in uncomfortable situations that we've never really seen before, but they are, I think, understandably overshadowed by the ending because that's really what this episode is about. You could probably make the argument that all of the things that make this episode feel off were intentional. Dobby left so quickly because she intended to from the start, Jeremy's rapid obsession with Dobby was done on purpose to show he was struggling to cope with moving out, and so on. Even if that were to be the case though, I think the fact that the motivations behind the climax of your 4 series long story can get lost in the subtext probably shows the idea wasn't executed very well. This episode works okay as a general TV comedy, I guess, but I find it way below the level that Peep Show has set for itself in the past, which I think in turn makes it a disappointing end to a series that really needed to go out on a high.